So the quality of this video might be kind of bad because it's on my phone and it's propped up real weird. But I think that the content has the potential to be very valuable. I've been feeling a lot of different feels, and I've been having a really hard time processing them. And I went to a transmasculine group meeting last Friday and was able to kind of vocalize what I've been feeling. I kind of wanted to talk about it because I've been feeling a lot of guilt for how I've been feeling, because I really felt like I've never heard of anybody talk about having this sort of emotional process after surgery. I've heard of people being hitting serious bouts of depression, and I've heard of people being extremely happy, and I guess those are really the only couple of things that I've heard people feeling. But when I brought up kind of what I've been feeling to the group, a lot of people affirmed my feelings and validated them in different ways, but mainly by saying that they have felt the same way that I did. And so I wanted to talk about that. When I was preparing for top surgery, well, I started counting down at over a year. And so top surgery always seemed like something so far off, and I was constantly waiting for it to come. I really felt like my cats are curious as to what I'm doing. Just ignore them. I really felt like I was never going to have surgery. I really felt like, counting down from almost 400 days, this top surgery is just never going to happen. Even though I was saving up the money for it, and the days were going by, it just really felt like something so far off. Hey, get down for a minute. Sorry. It just felt like it was never going to happen. And, even a month out, it was like top surgery is never going to happen. A week out, top surgery is never going to happen. Hey, come on, man. You're ruining my video. And then even literally, standing outside of the surgical center, I still had that feeling like top surgery is never going to happen. And then I wake up from surgery and I've still got that feeling feeling really excited, like top surgery is coming up, but it's never going to happen, which is really weird because I just had top surgery and I still feel antsy and impatient. And when I saw my chest, I was very, very happy. I was extremely happy. But I was missing that connection that I had from hormones. And my thought process was, with hormones, testosterone makes changes very, very gradually. But I had a moment where I looked in the mirror and I was like, holy crap, that's me. And I had the connection with what I saw in the mirror and how I feel about myself, if that makes sense. And so with my thought process, I was thinking, since testosterone is very gradual and I had that moment, that having surgery would be very drastic. And so of course I'm going to have that moment where I look in the mirror and have the connection between what I see myself as in my head and then what I saw in the mirror. And I didn't have that the very first time that I saw my chest. And it was almost overwhelming to the point where I couldn't look at my chest for too long, because it was just so surreal and it was just so much to take in at one time. And I've been feeling really crappy about it because I feel extremely privileged. And I was saving for surgery for just over a year, and some people save up way longer than that. And some people have been saving for decades and still don't see surgery anywhere near in sight. And so I've been feeling extremely privileged, and so I really felt pressure to really soak in the moment and really acknowledge my privilege in that moment and be extremely happy, not only for myself, but for, the fact that I was able to have the surgery. And since I didn't have that extreme connection in that moment, I've been feeling very guilty, and very ungrateful. And it's caused me to, I don't want to say depressed, because that's a very extreme emotion. I guess just very sad and very unmotivated, and I don't know, like my self-esteem has taken a hit because of this. And I know that that anesthesia and medication and stuff, that's going to cause your body and your emotions to become off whack, I guess. And I guess I just wasn't. I was prepared to kind of feel a roller coaster of emotions, but I was not prepared to not have an instant connection with what I saw in the mirror. And it's still, I'm still, every time I undo my dressings and my bandages and reapply everything, it's still taking time to look in the mirror and acknowledge that that's my body now, and that is my chest. And like I said, I feel really great. I love, even with bandages on, putting on a shirt and it's flat, I love seeing that. And it's still weird after going to the bathroom, like not having to pull my binder back down before I pull my pants up. That's crazy, and I'm still getting used to that. But that connection, looking in the mirror and being like, holy crap, that moment hasn't happened for me yet. And I hadn't heard of any guys say, I hadn't really heard anybody talk about not having that connection. It's so weird, because I am so happy and I am so grateful and so thankful, but it doesn't feel like mine yet. There's like something in the back of my head that feels like it can't be this good. There's just no way. It's just, I'm having a really hard time accepting that it's done and that it's happened, and that I'm not having to look forward to it anymore. I have it now. It's just a very weird state of limbo, if that makes any sense at all. So if anybody else has felt this way, I'd love to hear about it. If you'd comment, let me know, or message me. And also, if anybody's coming up on surgery, or it's coming up down the line for you, I just want you to know, if you end up feeling this, that I feel this way too, and that you won't be alone in those feelings. So yeah, I guess that's all that I really wanted to say. I hope you all are doing well. I would show you my chest, but it pretty much looks the same. It's some of the scabs are coming off, so it looks kind of gross and oozy and nasty. So I think I'm going to wait until I'm 2 weeks post-op to show you my chest. So yeah, if you have any questions, any comments, please let me know, and I'll talk to you all later.